versus Squidplumber, HyperKirby, super talented Roy player, still staying relevant AF. And it looks like Squidplumber, of course, coming in with the Richter. So Richter versus Roy, very chaotic matchup, two very fragile recoveries, and two characters that are really good in the corner. And it looks like HyperKirby chose a side, saying Team East right there. That's crazy. But all right, starting off pretty strong right there, 48% right off the bat. Obviously, if Richter can get everything started and set up that whole, like, you know, Ninja Warrior obstacle course, it could be tough for Roy, but right now, HyperKirby giving him no time to breathe at all.
Yeah, Smashville is a very strong stage for Roy, so I'm surprised that we started here. Like you said, I think that, like, once you're at the ledge as Roy, you have to deal with all of those projectiles that can make it really hard to get out of the corner, but I feel like Roy is so oppressive on this stage, and we're kind of seeing that already. 120% so far on Squidplumber,
nice.
And that F-tilt will definitely be enough to take that stock. So I think just being able to avoid Roy, all of these like combo starters and that Nair like we're seeing HyperKirby throw out, that's going to be so much percent just carrying you across the stage. You have to be so careful with the aggression that we're seeing from HyperKirby off stage too.
Yeah, I mean, HyperKirby, obviously an aggressive player playing an aggressive character, but smothering the zoners like this is just really tough, even when Squidplumber's like, all right, maybe this landing Nair will make things safe, getting up beat out of shield immediately, already way left in percent here, so yeah, HyperKirby playing fantastic, nearly taking the second stock with that F smash, but was just a little bit late on it. There it is.
Yeah, really good patience there too to wait out the holy water, just get back on the stage, and now we're seeing a reversal here where HyperKirby is the one ledge trapping, using that center platform a lot of the time to recover out of the corner. But I think that Squidplumber's gotten a really good read on that, sending him back off stage and is able to find the stock off of that holy water as well.
Yeah, really good stuff right there. We saw HyperKirby kind of just jump through that setup the first time, like without really too much pressure, but Squidplumber definitely adjusted it as needed, so at least got that stock off, still way down in percent, and recovering against Roy, probably going to be challenging. Like you saw HyperKirby just jump out there and just threaten so much space just by like kind of hanging out, so definitely got a lot of work ahead of him.
All right, there's those Nairs into two fairs as well. That's going to be 46% on Squidplumber. And now, again, trying to retreat to that center platform, but it's not going to be a safe haven if HyperKirby is able to string these up airs and try to catch him recovering up there, just pushing him back off stage once again. And now how do you land here? Landing with the Nair, which actually works out for him, just throwing out that hitbox as a defensive option. Now
Nice.
see the back throw off stage.
Ooh, that little bit of holy water was rough. He got a fully charged down smash, but just a really awkward weak hit angle, so HyperKirby still going to have a lot more mileage out of the second stock. Great presence of mind from Squidplumber. Don't want to drop shield early or even risk the parry when it comes to that Roy side B. So still here, not 100% out of this yet, but we definitely need to find some consistent way to take this stock, or at least stop HyperKirby from just taking so much stage control with the way he's just walking forward and shielding.
Okay, but he does catch the drop shield there on Squidplumber and is able to send him back off stage, but Squidplumber able to make it back as well. And I just feel like the whole time it's all about Squidplumber trying to get back to the ledge.
Ooh.
That was so smart, though.
That,
such a smart recovery.
Yes, that was absolutely brilliant. I saw the regrab, you saw it. We figured that was just going to be the end of the game right there, but Squidplumber definitely still got a lot of gas in the tank here. Still really struggling to take this first stock, though. A lot of pressure from below with a lot of up airs and up tilts, but the hitbox, I guess, is just kind of skinny, and HyperKirby never really getting hit by it. So finally we see him go full send with the SD forward air to take that stock. There's only so many angles that Richter can recover from, even though he did mix it up really good back there. But yeah, HyperKirby, pretty convincing game one. What do you think Squidplumber should try to look for in this matchup? Because I feel like he's just getting smothered bad.
I would think a bigger stage. Like, I think that Kalos sounds more comfortable just having the platforms near the ledge more, so you don't have to like use your jump to get back to center stage. A larger stage so that you have more room to work with to set up your traps, throw a lot more of the projectiles. I just feel like you don't have enough room on Smashville.
Yeah, I think that's valid. I mean, I feel like Roy smothers you. Even though it is, of course, made worse because that's Richter, like a lot of regular characters also like struggle to find space there. So Battlefield hopefully could be a little bit better of an option here. Both players going to have access to a pretty solid up B out of shield. Richter also does have some crazy ladder combos, so maybe like a dare on the top platform could set to something. But as I say it, looks like Richter was just a little bit short, couldn't land safely, and HyperKirby's getting huge punishes, 2 for 2 so far.
It's going to be some big punishes there as well off of the whiffed uppy. I think uppy out of shield is a really strong option for Squidplumber, but it hasn't really worked out for him so far in this game.
Meanwhile, I think the only one HyperKirby went for worked really well, and then immediately Squidplumber's like, all right, I'm not going to like mess with the shield because I just took such a big punish for it, so that's tough. Seeing the first axe, there haven't been a lot of axes here. I feel like it's a great move, obviously, for covering the ledge and jump, which Roy loves to jump off the ledge and get back in your face, but it's a little slow, so if he is off on the timing, I could definitely see it being a problem. But yeah, this matchup just seems really challenging.
And it feels, in this game, HyperKirby's having a much harder time finding his approach. And so when he is approaching like that, using a lot of those landing nairs, Squidplumber is now hitting those uppies out of shield. Ooh, okay, almost trying to get the axe off of there too. But he's also doing a really good job of covering the grounded approaches with the holy water. So HyperKirby just has to run up shield and is really struggling even there using the spot dodge, and Squidplumber is able to find the fair to find that first stock.
Yes, and of course HyperKirby using that invincibility to immediately run up and get the Jair, gonna not let Squidplumber get any extra credit there, but I do think Battlefield might have been the right pick, even if those first couple uppies weren't amazing. I think him hanging out in center, being protected by the other platforms, using that axe arc to like make it so that Roy can't jump in freely, he's definitely making great use of this stage.
Yeah, and he's able to set up shop underneath the two platforms too. I think just having the two rather than the mono flat in the center has been very helpful, making it a lot harder so that HyperKirby isn't able to land in with those aerials.
Yeah.
Because he risks landing on the platform, and then being above Richter is just not a position that you really want to be in.
Right, like Squidplumber has missed some big punishes from below, but if they do connect, there's so much knockback. God help you getting like raw up smash up there, you never know. All right, but Squidplumber coming alive, winning some of these air-to-air interactions, which is tough against Roy, even finding more of these dares. Excellent place Bear there as well, so HyperKirby slightly down here, but we just saw him take a stock at these low percents, finding a Jair in the corner. Squidplumber, though, set up in the center and cooking on this third stock here.
Yeah, you can definitely tell there's been a shift in his confidence. He feels a lot more comfortable on this stage and has been able to get a lot more of these strings that we're used to seeing from Richter.
Ooh.
Oh, but the re-grab, this could be a problem.
Yeah.
How do you get out of the corner here?
All right, I like that. Doing the cross kind of halfway into the stage to cover his ledge roll was really, really smart. He is going for a lot of regrabs, and you can tell HyperKirby really, really wants to take the stock for it. So Squidplumber's going to have to be careful. But other than that, yeah, huge turnaround from game one, even stock one of this game. Massive lead here for Squid.
And it feels like Squidplumber has been able to find a lot more of HyperKirby's jumps with the back air too, especially out of the corner. We're seeing a lot of like empty hops from HyperKirby in the corner, just looking for a way to approach, and Squidplumber just throws out the back air and is able to find it really consistently. Speaking of back air though, this could be, yeah, that's going to be the stock there for Squidplumber. HyperKirby finding the soft hit of the back air, but it's just going to be enough with the recovery from Squidplumber to not make it back.
Yeah, and now HyperKirby already like fully just keeping the aggression going, doesn't have a lot of percent to work with here, so trying to make up the deficit as much as he can. 59%, not too bad, honestly, with all this rage. God help you, another down tilt check chase scenario like we just saw could lead to a kill. 76%, definitely starting to even things up here. Squidplumber just needs to hold strong, cover this corner, but maintain center stage at all costs, because if HyperKirby gets in one more time, it could be the game.
And I do like that aggression on the fair from HyperKirby off stage, because that's what won him game one. I mean, he had a pretty sizable lead, but just the random running off stage and trying to hit him rather than trying to ledge trap is very helpful against a character like Richter, just because he is so susceptible to that off stage. He doesn't really have a great way to defend himself.
And you can tell HyperKirby smells blood in the water, waiting, looking for an air dodge or a bad defensive option. Squidplumber, this is so close. 201, still not enough to kill HyperKirby just yet. He catches the holy water.
That's so scary.
Oh, you almost got yeet smashed, my brother. Okay. He had that scenario earlier, HyperSense, didn't capitalize on it this time, just going for the up tilt, being like, I'm going to go for the simplest possible punish to make sure I don't throw this game away, because that easily could have been 2-0 HyperKirby.
I don't like the timeline where Roy has holy water. I don't think he needs that.
He said a projectile? I used to pray for times like this. Like, especially one that's that active, that could have been tough. So we have ourselves a 1-1 scenario here. Squidplumber's defense looked a lot better in this game too. They're definitely not going to go to somewhere. They're definitely not going to run it back to Battlefield, because that was a huge boon for Squidplumber. Probably going to end up on like a Hollow Bastion or something like that. Maybe PS2, but
I'm fighting for my life, Sai.
Yeah.
Every time I say Squidplumber, I want to say Squid Gamer, because I just feel like when you say Squid Game, always comes afterwards. But we're trying our best.
He's making you play Squid Game, like, you know. You have 12 seconds to get through all these projectiles. Like, I gotta feed my family. Like, it definitely feels like that.
Yeah.
There it is right there. Holy water into the cross, but great patience from HyperKirby, even knowing when to just drop off ledge, taking the risk of a regrab to avoid those projectiles, which leads to so much bigger punishes as Squidplumber stuffs them out. So, yeah.
What are we banning?
What are we banning?
Why are we back here? I mean, I think Squidplumber knows better than me, but still, I just feel like this stage is much more in Roy's favor. But it seems to be working out for Squidplumber right here. I just feel like as soon as HyperKirby is able to get center stage, it's just very hard to fight your way back into an advantageous position.
I fully agree with you. Like, he's set up under the monoplat for now, but yeah, he really made this look like an impossible stage to play on in that game 1. It's been a little bit more back and forth, just like 1 or 2 pieces, none of the huge combos. But as I say it, going for the holy water, going for some fairs, up into the stage, HyperKirby will do anything it takes to get that stock, and he does find the first lead here. So Squidplumber got to find some answers.
All right, yeah, just a little misspacing there on the holy water, going to throw it off stage, so not going to be able to set up that ledge trap, but now just trying to poke with this fair. Nice parry there into the reverse up B. Now sending Roy off stage with the back air as well, but yeah, this patience from HyperKirby is just very hard to deal with in the corner. You really want them to run into you when you're playing Richter, but he's just willing to stay outside of the range of Squidplumber's tools.
Yeah, very, very comfortable to just wait it out, being like, I don't know when the cross and the holy water exactly stop, but I know I don't have to rush into them to find out. So, yeah, him kind of, ironically enough, HyperKirby playing it a little bit slower so he can find these big openings is a really good change for him is in this game 3. So, Squidplumber's had HyperKirby a kill percent for so long, but just really struggling to actually close the stock out. Even right there, sour spot F tilt not even close to cutting the mustard here. And at this point, HyperKirby just needs one good jab or side B to make the lead worse.
All right, yeah, the pressure with the jab on the shield is really hard too, especially if it's spaced well. I don't know that the hitbox of the up B will be able to punish it, just because it is kind of like a more vertical up B at a shield, so I don't know that it really has a lot of scoop on it.
Yeah, not that much scoop on it for sure. Fair, gonna burn out that air dodge, but Squidplumber very good about like delaying his wake-ups, going off for the cross regrab just to like make himself safe there, but you know, at some point in the set, HyperKirby is going to get a massive punish for it. He's been trying so many different options every time.
Okay, yeah, and it seems like HyperKirby is very aware of the timing of the holy water too, consistently like standing up into it, doing a neutral get up right at the end of it, not getting hit with the hitbox. So he feels very comfortable with the ledge. I wonder if we could see a punish from Squidplumber once HyperKirby gets to those higher percents with just like an F tilt. But for just like holding onto the ledge too long.
I will say this, HyperKirby's doing a really good job of responding to these projectiles, like not panicking, not just blindly swinging at them, but like taking his time, taking small steps, micro-spacing, and parrying them so that Squidplumber can't get like the same pressure he normally gets when it's just like active and lingering around. So he's done a great job adapting there. Ooh, rough angle on that forward air. Squidplumber almost eating the stocks, but just couldn't close it out there.
It kind of seems like HyperKirby up-B directly into the cross there just to like pop himself back up into the air. So that was a very smart recovery as well. But yeah, the air dodge, yeah. Just setting up perfectly for the up-B to the ledge, but that was really good stuff there from HyperKirby to just call it out with the down air. That's not an option that we've seen so far. Usually it's running off with the fair, but you can't do that in that scenario because the up-B's going to be going straight up. So I really like that adaptation there from HyperKirby. Going to put himself up 2-1 in this, but it is going to be best of 5. So Squidplumber does have two more games that he has to win in order to advance into the winner's side.
Yeah, and honestly, at this point now, obviously HyperKirby has won both of the games that were on a monoplat. Even if Squidplumber does this, going to have to be really careful about what he bans here because it's going to be really easy for HyperKirby to get a Game 5 stage advantage if Squidplumber wins this. So Game 4 going into PS2, which honestly I kind of support this again. The biplats were really good. Setting up under them led to a lot. You don't have that top platform to up B to, but it wasn't working out that well on Battlefield regardless. But hopefully the stage change can work out for him, and even maybe the way the ledges are can make it a little easier for the holy water into like the big punish in the corner as well. So, but all that aside, HyperKirby still being hyper aggressive, starting to get caught up by some of these area projectiles a little more than we've seen. But yeah, let's see what Squidplumber has in this game 4.
Okay, I like that
Ooh.
they're using the cross to cover the neutral getup that we've been seeing pretty consistently from HyperKirby. Ooh, thrown it the wrong way, though. That's going to be a free fair there for HyperKirby and give him back center stage. Now you're trapped on the platform trying to land against Roy, which seems to be a really great way for HyperKirby to rack up that percent. We saw that on Smashville. Just staying underneath that platform, using the falling up air. Okay, but just trying to find a hit here on Squidplumber. Both of their shields getting really low.
Yeah. Oh, wow. My goodness, the Joe Burrow from 72 yards away, going to be able to find the kill with that axe. We've seen now 3 different scenarios where Squidplumber has HyperKirby at point-blank range in the holy water, but can't figure out what smash attack or up tilt to use there. So definitely giving HyperKirby some extra chances. Meanwhile, of course, he's taking full advantage, getting some great damage here. Down tilt sending really, really far away. Not setting up for a kill, thankfully, for HyperKirby, but for Squidplumber. But yeah, it's I'm seeing a lot of them adapting back and forth as the set gets longer.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like a lot of the time that HyperKirby is poking on Squidplumber's shield, he's using jab, but I feel like down tilt would set up really well for those tech chases. But as soon as I was going to say that, he did that. And I think that that's very important to use in those.
Ooh!
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Wow.
I like that there.
You dare me in game 3, I'm daring you in game 4. Amazing play right there from Squidplumber. You really don't see Roy get spiked that often. There's like, normally you just kind of force him too far horizontally, but yeah, amazing work right there from Squidplumber right at the corner of the stage. So huge lead here, only at 70%. HyperKirby sandwich in between crosses and whips and everything else, but Squidplumber's defense is really good, not even getting thrown too much, just kind of hanging out in shield and really, really starting to smother HyperKirby out of that aggression.
Okay, back there going to send to the other side of the stage, getting this Jer to find that stock. Only at 32% though.
Ooh, close stuff here. 1 stock apiece in game 4. Squidplumber once again setting up under the platforms, but HyperKirby found his way in and is definitely trying to optimize that damage as much as possible. Jab to F smash, and he had no jump, and he knew he just wouldn't have the momentum to come back, unfortunately. If you ever see that, I say this all the time, but for listeners that might not be as privy, if you ever see that white circle underneath your character's feet, your jump is gone, brother. And getting F-smash evolving out of it, there's just nothing that Richter can do there. So Squidplumber just going to go ahead and take himself out there. That is a rough ending to that set. But congrats to HyperKirby taking it 3-1.
Yeah, that's a very unfortunate way because he did have the percent lead in that situation too, but just that one string that HyperKirby was able to get off with the really nice finish there with the F smash was really, really good.
Yeah, he did a great job on that for sure. So, shout outs to HyperKirby for sure. Obviously, game 1 was really dominant, but Squidplumber really, really started locking in later in the set, showing us some unique options and some good punishes. But I think in a matchup like that, it is all about who is controlling the pacing. And all things said and done, HyperKirby definitely spent way more time in the driver's seat there. But yeah, his punishes were bigger. I think probably the biggest punish Squidplumber got was probably that down air in that same game. But other than that, HyperKirby was just leaving nothing on the table.
For sure, for sure.
Well, that's that. Next up, I mean, what else can we say, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So next up, Fatality versus Deli Boyd. That is another OG coming back to the sticks here. Fatality took a pretty long break from competing in the game, but definitely getting back in the rhythm. Doing really, really well in Street Fighter, if you haven't followed that journey at all.
I have not.
Really good at SF6, great player, so still coming back. I saw his return to form. I can't remember what tournament it was, but he still got pretty far, so definitely nobody to sleep on.
Who does he main in Street Fighter?
He mains DJ in Street Fighter 6. So
gotcha. I'm going to pretend that I know who that is.
I'll pull him up. You know what, Emma? You already have to know 176 Smash Ultimate characters.
Exactly.
It's not on you to not know the SF6 roster as well. That's fair. You're just a girl.
I know some of them.